There you go. I forgot what this was. I forgot the button. What is Leah doing? Why does she have the Doctor on her? What is this?
But it was good. I love pickles. Yeah. Yeah. My favorite foods, I like soup. I'm a big soup fan. Any type of soup with noodles in it. So like udon or like
That's weird. Why did you have the Doctor?
Or like pasta like pickles and
Okay. Sure. She just randomly has the Doctor on her screen on her stream. Fish. I don't think I ever watched 2.52. That's fine. Fuck it, whatever. It's been too long. Zenless story and Zenless character. I guess both are different. We can watch them both.
I never.
Oh, we could just watch this and watch kind of like a. We can kind of break it down one time. Chat, what if I were to just break it down one time? What if I just did it real quick? What if I just let them know for a second? Is there anything I'm missing? Oh, I guess I could keep music on. What's up, Gacha God? What up, dude? I guess it could be worse. What is Resonant Solstice? One second. Sorry, chat. My mom. I keep getting calls. Sorry. I don't know what that was. Oh wait, this place actually has the JJK movie. Wow. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. Fucking, what was I saying? Yeah, the FNAF movie was, it was okay. It wasn't great. It was, a movie. I sat down and there was a movie playing. That's for sure. I don't know how else I could put it, but yeah. FNAF definitely put out a movie. A part 2 movie, nonetheless.
Oh,
Men don't want all that. Do I want to do a man dating video? I feel like I don't. Maybe? Chat, I'm gonna get yelled at. By who? I don't know. I don't even know if I have a female audience. That's fine. Anyways. I've been trying to do this fucking video for like a week. This has been a react that has to have happened that should have happened like a week ago, and I just never did it. This one was supposed to be on the second channel too, just because I have double hatred for PETA. So I was gonna do like a double video, and plus it's a Mugen video, right? So I was gonna do this at some point, and I just never did. Probably because it's gonna be like a long react. It's gonna be like a 40-minute react. All right, chat. We're gonna get this out the way because we have this, and then we have. Oh god, we have so much shit. I don't even know if I'm gonna get to Genshin Day. I was gonna look at this Zenless 2.0 teaser, then this behind the scenes character optimization, and then the story. So it's gonna be like a bunch of reacts back to back. Hassan Piker! I love that. Listen, listen, you can say what you want, but that shit is funny. Hassan Piker! I'm coming to at your house in Los Angeles. Or was it? On stream? No! At his house in Los Angeles. It's so stupid. Okay. We gotta record because we have a bunch of stuff to get over today. Chat! We're actually live right now. YouTube.com/BlueDemonRin, Twitch.com/BlueDemonRin, or you can check the little socials down below. Chat! I have double hatred for PETA that I, in fact, am not only did I make one video already on the main channel, but there's gonna be a react video on this channel because they pissed me off. All right, let's watch this.
Typically, when you see
by the way, this is how PETA turned the entire country against it overnight, and a bunch of weebs. So let's go.
Abuse a pet or animal on the internet, then chances are you'll probably see someone in the comments somewhere saying "call PETA."
Right.
In fact, one could even argue that this has been a thing on the internet for
PETA
as long as we can remember. But what is PETA anyway? Well, it stands for People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals.
You know, I've always heard people say they should call PETA, but I don't know if anyone has ever actually called PETA. Is that weird? I've always wondered that.
What a wonderful name for an organization. Okay, well, what do they fight for? Animal rights? That's awesome. Well, not quite. Here's how they describe their own mission on their website. Animals are not ours to experiment on, eat, wear, use for entertainment, or abuse in any other way.
I didn't know that was their mission statement. That's I feel like PETA is something that just kind of exists, but no one's really looked into it. Is that weird? I mean, people definitely have gone like, what's the word I'm looking for? They definitely know the negatives of PETA and what they've done, but I don't know if anyone's actually sat down and looked into them, that's for sure.
Okay, kind of extremist, right? The idea that no one's allowed to eat animals, that's definitely interesting, but most people can definitely agree with the other parts.
Don't worry about it.
But how is it that an organization like this managed to make so many generations of people be aware of its existence? How does it have such a monopoly over the topic of animal rights? Well, it's actually all thanks to their marketing strategy. You see, ever since PETA was created in the 1980s...
What am I looking at, bro? What the hell is this? Okay, can I Okay, I should probably just keep moving on so I don't see this
They
on
knew
stream.
that people had bigger
All for
worries
entertainment.
than
What's wrong
wondering
with the
where
entertainment?
animals came from and how they were processed in factories.
The irony is that
So
PETA's
truly
supposed to
get
be
their
wanting
message
to save
across,
lives when all
their
they do
strategy
is
has
hit
always
animals
been
in
to
dumpsters,
grab
yeah.
headlines by any means necessary.
I'm telling you, bro. I
For
only know the
decades,
negative of
PETA
PETA.
would be synonymous with ridiculous marketing campaigns. This right here is one of the most famous examples. A group of naked women laying in coffins in public saying they'd rather be caught dead than wear animal fur. Things like this became an important part of PETA's DNA, and it would
I think cotton works too, you know. That I don't know what silk is made of, but you know, like that kind of stuff. You don't have to wear fur, right? I feel like fur is mostly a status thing.
help them spread
Right.
awareness about their cause and their
You know, the boots
organization
with the
to
fur?
multiple generations.
The whole
But
club
that's,
was
of
looking
course,
at her.
until
The club would
Gen Z came along.
The club would not be looking at her if she didn't have boots on her fur. I'm just saying, you don't have to wear fur. You know what I'm saying? Like apple bottom jeans. Yeah, the apple bottom jeans were like half of it, but the other half were the boots with the fur.
kind of grew up understanding
fur
what
is
they
drip.
were.
Look at
but by
Rocky
the time they
and the-
became
and the pimps.
adults,
Yeah.
became so desensitized by the internet that nothing really
Like
shocked
fur always
them
meant
anymore.
status for
PETA had
me.
used the same strategy for decades now, shock and boldness. The problem with the strategy, though, is that over time, for it to remain effective, every campaign
How do I say this? Change the someone's into the okay, whatever. I'm just saying whatever.
you make has to be more shocking than the previous one. And more importantly, the line between bull chalk and rage bait is extremely thin. And for years now, PETA has been absolutely clueless
Rin
about the
is
fact
into
that
this.
they had crossed
I'm not saying I am. I'm just saying put her in a different place and people would be into it. That's the only thing that's the only thing I'm trying to say. The one thing I don't understand about PETA, I never understood why I make everything so, and I'm just lying. Like I'm not lying, by the way. You know, you're right. That's what I'm saying, Beto. It's just weirdly gonna make some people excited. I don't know how to feel about it, chat. I really don't. What is this? That sushi was someone meant to roam the kelp forest, ride currents, and swim beneath shimmering light. They shouldn't be on your plate. My body isn't your sushi roll. Fish is probably like one of the oldest forms of food on the planet, bro. I don't know what to tell you. I think if it's not on the sushi roll, if it's not on the sushi roll, it's gonna be on a stick, just roasted over a fire. Like this is kind of something we're kind of locked in on eating fish at this point.
it a while ago. They had essentially gone from very bold marketing campaigns that no one had ever done before
my place.
to
Hey,
now
I don't mind,
posting
fam.
an AI-generated image of a fish being cut into sushi.
Wait, this is an AI? Huh? I didn't notice that. I was just, I was more looking at this, but yeah, that tier does kind of scream AI.
Calling it artistic rendering and being community noted.
The badly made AI image shown of brown trout, which you would never find roaming kelp forest. Additionally, brown trout is hardly ever used in sushi.
That's just plain.
Yeah, I think it's like tuna, right? And dude, tuna is, that's one of the biggest things that never shocked me. It's just how big tunas are. I didn't know they were like 300-pound behemoths. I thought they were just small ass fish. Brother, a tuna's huge. I didn't know that.
Embarrassing. For years now, this has been PETA's reality. They're nothing more than just rage baiters, and they failed to see that. They've completely lost the plot. And speaking of losing the plot, it turns out that PETA actually enjoys killing animals more than rescuing them. After numerous investigations spanning across multiple years, many have been able to conclude that PETA enjoys killing animals way more than just putting them up for adoption and finding them a new loving home.
Jesus
Why?
Christ.
Because they believe owning a pet dog is slavery. I wish I was kidding. Don't believe me? Well, the founder of PETA herself said that pet ownership is an abysmal situation and argued in a 2014 interview that outdoor cats should just be killed. It's better for them. By now, and we're still in the
I don't I don't know how to react to that. Jesus Christ. If you threw holy water on the CEO of PETA, Do you think she would dissolve? Because I do. That is demonic, bro. What is wrong with you? What? Someone who is like the CEO of PETA, in my mind, would legitimately, like, if you were to tell me to picture the CEO of PETA's house, I would assume it'd be surrounded by animals, and even on the outside of the fence just has like food bowls full of food where cats can come by or pets can come by and eat. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm not even gonna, like, I can't even edit that out because this is gonna go straight up. But like, brother, what? You go to hell. I don't know how else to say it. You going to hell.
The intro of this video, you're probably wondering,
I see a couple of
fishers
fishing from the time to time every day.
How can it
That's kind of cool.
Get any worse?
I know. I have a homie who fishes. He's always posting like his fish. He goes to like to where you fish like early in the morning. I don't want to say like not right. He usually goes out there and he fishes like early in the mornings and stuff like that. It sounds pretty cool. He's like super knowledgeable about all this stuff.
Recently, PETA
full
decided
of taxidermied stuff, taxidermied animals. You would think so, right?
The legacy of a dead animal, and the backlash that they experienced was biblical.
What?
Of animals is not enough. They decided to openly tarnish the legacy of a dead animal, and the backlash that they experienced was biblical. You see,
what?
Silent Suzuka was a Japanese racehorse with an unrivaled legacy. I mean, he was extremely fast and well known globally to anyone who followed horse racing. However, in 1998,
this is something that makes the story of Silent Suzuka so sad, and why people really feel for it is that he was like one of the best racehorses to come out of Japan in a long time, right? I think since like Simbali Rudolph, like he was really gonna take over. He was gonna take over Japanese racing because he would lead like I think 11 lengths ahead or something insane. Silent Suzuka was an insane racehorse, bro. He was a beast.
His life ended after a tragic injury on the track. What really made Silent Suzuka stand out during that incident, though, is that even though he was in horrendous pain, he didn't flip out, he didn't try to injure his jockey, no. He silently went to the side of the track, dropped...
Oh, man. It's so sad to see, because you see Silent Suzuka not wanting to hurt the jockey, so he, like, very, like, you could see how much pain he's in. And he tries to just get to the side of the track. It's sad.
And when he was sure that his human rider was safe, proceeded to collapse. Yeah, he was one hell of a horse. Now in 2021, the mobile game Uma Musume Pretty Derby would come out in Japan. It would be an anime horse girl racing game, with every one of these anime girls representing a famous Japanese race.
I might know, oh god, do I know all of these? I think I do. Chat, don't laugh. Okay, Tokai Teo Special Week, Silent Suzuka, Rice Shower, Majoro McQueen, Mayano Top Gun, Super Creek, that's her actual name, Oguri Cap, Nice Nature, Winning Ticket, Vodka, Daiwa Scarlet, Agnes Tachyon, and Machikane Tenhauser, I think is how you say.
This game would prove to be extremely successful.
So many
in Japan,
of these
would release globally in 2025 and would make billions of dollars. And one of the horses that was
4 billion right
as
now.
An anime horse girl was none other than Silent Suzuka. In fact, Uma Musume would even have an anime, and Silent Suzuka would make an appearance.
She's so pretty.
I
love Silent Suzuka.
So as you can see, this was a very well beloved and very well respected horse to this day. So what the hell could have PETA possibly done to create a worldwide backlash?
Dude,
did they pay their
it
respects
is
to this
worldwide.
wonderful animal that showed incredible compassion to humans in its final moments? Of course not.
No, why
They
would
instead
they?
would post a disgusting image of the anime horse girl version of Silent Suzuka with a grotesque leg injury where you can see the bone protrude outside of the skin, arguing that if the game was honest, your favorite horse girl wouldn't get any comeback arcs. One failed event and the race is over, just like what happened to the real Silent Suzuka. Now look, PETA had been...
And here's the worst part is that they're not wrong, right? The message wasn't wrong, because unfortunately it has happened to other horses, right? Like Rice Shower himself also kind of also had an unfortunate accident that led to him I think he had to be euthanized on the track as well, the same way Silent Suzuka. So they're not wrong, right? But there's a way to do it, bro. There is legitimately a way. You could have actually the worst part is you could have actually revitalized the reputation of PETA had you just been like, we support Uma Musume. Uma Musume showing these beloved racehorses. Dude, do you think I know? Like, I don't know. And I didn't know anything about horses last year. Had you told me last year that I was going to be obsessed with these horse girls, I would have been like, I guess, maybe. I don't really know how, but okay. Like, dude, there are so many horses that I know of now just because, she left us just recently, but Gentle Donna, I knew about her, right? You paid for my respects when she unfortunately passed, but like, dude, how did you mess this up, brother?
Around for years. And
also, you know what's the funny thing too? This Pokemon one, I think the funniest part is you can make this real, but it's Pal World because you can legitimately run one of those kind of sweatshops in Pal World. I don't, because I love my pals, and honestly, if you just leave them running naturally with taking their breaks and eating, you really don't need to do that much, right? They're gonna like get what you need done. So it's like, I don't need them to be that crazy, but you did technically do this.
Had faced barely any consequences. This time, though, they fucked around and they found out. Because not only did this post get viewed 16.4 million times, not only are there 11,000 replies completely shitting on their entire existence, not only did this post get community noted, but it even prompted a Japanese politician to speak out on this disgusting behavior, as well as the owner of Silence Suzuka. Guys, this was probably one of the worst things PETA could have ever done to their reputation. More and more people are looking into the fact that they're killing more animals than they're saving, with Japanese people in particular finding out the true nature of...
I recommend it because it's like, it's really good. The stories are really good.
This company, rather than thinking that they actually fight for animal rights,
right now for the regular.
Unlike their usual rage bait, this time there were many people that destroyed the hell out of PETA with facts and logic.
Yeah.
Actual real arguments that show that Uma Musume Pretty Derby did a million times more than PETA could ever hope to achieve. It was hilarious seeing this disgusting organization get pummeled to oblivion, and so that's why I thought
the thing is that Uma Musume respects the horses in the game.
You already know the drill.
They really do.
Let's do this. All right, so look, as I mentioned in the intro, PETA gained prominence, or I should say relevancy, due to its shocking and bold marketing campaigns like this one right here. If dogs tasted like pork, would you eat them? What's the difference? Go vegan, showing the image of a dog with a pig's head. By PETA's own standards, though, this was definitely soft. You see, one of the first instances of extremely shocking yet somewhat bold marketing campaigns was as far back as 1991. Back then, one of America's most infamous serial killers, Jeffrey Dahmer, was captured. Jeffrey was someone who had captured 17 males and
I remember
got rid of their limbs. He would then place them in the fridge and eat them later, because guess what? The guy was a cannibal.
It's weird watching that show again, the one that they put on Netflix, because it has, what's his name? Quicksilver's actor is Jeffrey Dahmer. It's kind of weird.
PETA do? Well, they publish a newspaper advertisement pretty much likening meat packers to being exactly like Jeffrey Dahmer, someone who killed 17 human beings. Now today, if this happened, no one would really care, but back then, people cared a lot. This caused unprecedented commotion, and it was exactly what PETA wanted.
I think because this would actually get in front of a lot of people's eyes, like what PETA did with Uma Musume on Twitter is kind of the same thing, just modern day, right? Like the difference is like people would have gotten like magazines and stuff like that back then. Nowadays, you just read everything on Twitter. People don't even look at news sites anymore. They just look at Twitter and just like, oh, let's see what's on there. It was basically the same thing that happened there.
Their mission is to get animal rights messages out to as many people as possible, which is why they try to make their actions colorful and controversial.
The funny thing is that it's like they are doing everything you would assume. They seem to live by the principle of all press is good press, and it's really not, right? funny enough, with another animal kind of related situation, you know what got a lot of press to Hassan Piker was him shocking his dog. Was that good press? He would say no. He's not having a good time of it right now. So it's like, there are definitely times where all press is absolutely not good press, brother.
Is a very interesting word. All in the hopes of grabbing as many headlines around the world and spreading the message of kindness to animals to thousands, sometimes millions of people. They would then gloat that this approach has proved to be amazingly successful, and you know what? To their credit, initially it was. For the first 2 decades after PETA was established, they would spread awareness over some extremely inhumane conditions that many animals faced in different areas, whether it be factories, farms, or hell, even government agencies. The outrage following these investigations would help new laws be put in place. Laws that would either...
Bad publicity is good depending on who it's bad to. If it's bad to everybody, probably not good. If it's bad to the people you don't like, and then it's pretty good. Then at that point, you're just kind of being based, right?
Either help animals get treated better or straight up shut down certain labs or agencies that would mistreat them. However, not all good things last forever, and at some point, PETA would lose the plot entirely. In fact, after my research, I can personally conclude that they had officially lost the plot by 2008 when they would release their newest marketing campaign, an exhibition titled Holocaust on a Plate. And yes, it is as horrible as it sounds. In fact, here's a sign that you would find at this exhibition. On the left, you would see a Holocaust victim that went through famine, and on the right, you would see a cow that went through famine. I don't think it would take a genius to understand that Jews back then were extremely angered by such a marketing campaign, likening the suffering of so many people in World War II to the idea of eating meat. I mean, come on. And at a certain point, this would just get old. People wouldn't take them as seriously anymore. Around almost a decade.
PETA combats dog breeding with... Okay.
A decade later, in 2014, PETA would release a marketing campaign in which they say that dog breeders...
This is 2024. Or 2024. 2014. Man. How do I say this? You know what? No, I'm not going to say it.
Are literally the
I'm going to say it. There are definitely people who do like this kind of humor. And, you know, since I hate to say it, it did happen a long time ago. Some people are like, there's a certain point in which things generally are okay to make fun of. Or, you know, joke at that expense. I personally wouldn't, but I know that there are people who would. So I guess it depends on when this was. Even, God, is it almost like a century ago? I don't even know. Some people are going to start joking about it. Even, you know, unfortunately, the things that happened on September 11th, people are starting to make fun of that. You know, some people are okay with it. Some people are not. It depends on the time that passed, right?
And painter
when they made a game,
poster of a dog with the infamous, mustache. And if you thought that wasn't bad enough, on the same year, if you went to PETA's website, you'd be greeted with, got autism? Studies have...
It's just so random. I'm sorry, that caught me off guard. Do you have autism? Oh my, this goes back, dude. Some people might be okay with making autistic jokes. Other people won't. It depends, right? I don't count. I laugh at everything. It's really bad, but it's really, really funny. I'm sorry, Chet. That caught me off guard. And it sounds even funnier because Mugen said it.
Shown a link between cow's milk and autism. Now, this confused the hell out of people, and it could mean one of two things. The first possibility...
Chad, are you a Tylenol enjoyer?
Is them saying that cow's milk causes
someone
autism,
with autism,
which
I don't care,
is
it's funny.
Extremely incorrect. There's nothing in any way...
I rarely find anyone on the spectrum who doesn't like jokes about the spectrum, right? It's really rare. It's always someone else who's like, you can't make those jokes.
For proving that. And the second possibility is them saying that only autistic people drink cow's milk, which I don't need to sit here and tell you sounds really...
I should have known it was gonna get better. Oh my god, bro! I almost choked on my drink, bro. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready, chat.
Bad. Pretty much saying that there's something very wrong with autistic people, which isn't the case. They're just people.
Oh
you see
my
what I
god,
meant in the intro? Once you make shocking statements, the
that's
only way to
so-
keep people's
I'm
attention is to
crying,
somehow make
bro.
a shocking statement more shocking.
I think the funny part is I need some Tylenol right now. Oh my god, bro. They're so unintentionally funny. There's something special about people trying to be unintentionally funny, and they just say the most outlandish shit and expect you to keep a straight face. Oh my god, I'm crying, bro.
every single
That is
time.
so
But with
funny.
the line between shocking and rage bait being so
Oh
thin,
my goodness
it's
gracious,
no surprise
chat.
by this point people thought PETA was a joke. Their stupid
Oh my
antics were
goodness
starting to
gracious.
alienate vegans from wanting to support
What?
them.
Why?
That was their target audience. I mean, mid-pandemic in 2020, when people were wrestling with the fact that they had to be isolated for God knows how long, PETA comes out and says, oh hey, yeah, this happened because of you meat eaters. Tofu never caused the pandemic. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. Now, yes, this
What?
stupid attempt at rage bait is definitely funny. And while I'd love to just sit here and laugh, unfortunately, when
funny.
it comes to PETA, their existence is actually a problem, especially if you like animals.
I do like
You see,
animals.
this organization is nothing more
My little
than just a
fat girl
group
is over
of
there sleeping in
extremists.
her chair, her
2017,
favorite chair.
two PETA employees would kidnap a 9-year-old's chihuahua. They assumed that it was a stray
What?
that needed to be euthanized because, of course, they hate the idea of putting up a dog for adoption. However, state laws say that they have to hold the pet for 5 days to make sure there's no owner that, well, will come and claim it. They
Right.
chose to ignore that rule and euthanize this poor chihuahua within the same day. The family ended up suing the organization, and PETA paid them $49,000 to settle. But that poor girl is probably traumatized for life.
Dude, man, I guess it depends on the lawyer fees, right? I'd ask for more, but that's messed up, bro. What is wrong? Why do you kidnap? Not every animal on the street is a stray. My cat will sometimes get out, and she's just, she's just out there walking around, chilling out, and then, because it's kind of hard to get my cat back in when she goes outside. She likes to be a little shitter, but if my cat goes out, that's not an outside. It's not a stray cat. It's still my cat, right?
But I wish that was the
Free
worst
my
thing
Taco
they'd
Bell
done.
Chihuahua. Oh,
In
no.
2005,
My poor little
2
baby.
years after the
That's so
completely
messed
tone
up,
deaf
bro.
Holocaust
What is
marketing
wrong with you
campaign,
guys?
some people would start noticing that the dumpsters behind a supermarket in North Carolina was filled with dead animals, specifically cats and dogs. Well, it turned out it was none other than PETA. The two employees in question would be acquiring these pets by lying to veterinarians, telling them they're going to put them up for adoption, and then just euthanizing them in the same day in the back of their van. The veterinarian
Jesus Christ. Do you not have a soul? Like, do you not feel regular human emotions? I am, chat, I am baffled. I am beside myself. I am aloof. What the hell can cause you to do something like this and not think for a second, this is probably bad. I probably shouldn't be doing this. You're just, this is going to help my cause. Yeah? Okay.
who had given these pets
All
to
right,
PETA
bud.
thinking they would get adopted, would later say they were in good health and were very adoptable, especially the kittens. It was tragic, and yet PETA was able
Oh my god, there were kittens too. No way.
to get away with this because of a stupid law in the US that says that PETA and other shelters are allowed to kill owner-relinquished animals for virtually any reason at any time without any effort to find them homes. But of course,
PETA should not fall under this because after this, they should be the organization PETA should be punished, and they should have to relinquish their status after this, bro. They should they should not be a non-profit, nothing. Like, if you want to keep this going now, you have to pay out of your own pocket, and you can no longer be registered as a shelter. Because, bro, how can you do something like that? I don't understand. What hurt you, blood? Who hurt you, fam?
politicians don't care
wanna know
about
what
actual
what is
important
wrong with
matters
you.
like this. And finally, if you want
That is some Jeffrey Dahmer stuff, right? Like, Bro, that doesn't like haunt you? You do that casually? What?
Something a bit more recent to truly show you how disgusting PETA is, then look no further. This was a study published in February 4th, 2025, examining the rate of death of animals in PETA shelters in the year of 2024. Now, PETA is established in the state of Virginia. The average rate of euthanasia for all agencies in Virginia is 10%. That means that 90% of their animals find a new home. They successfully get adopted.
Yo, shout out to these Virginia agencies, bro. They're putting up amazing numbers. These people are trying to put up like NFL numbers. Like, do you not know this is supposed to be like golf? You don't want the higher number. You want the low. That's why I also shout out to these, Virginia. I know some things, unfortunately, sometimes things have to come to the extreme. I get it. At the very least, you are absolutely putting in that work to make sure that everyone is getting adopted. Shout out to those agencies, because it seems like you guys are doing pretty good work, and I'm glad to see. Unfortunately, circumstances happen. You can't have this at a 0. 10%. You know what? Better than nothing.
% being euthanized, which is reasonable. Some cats or dogs they might find on the street might have a very bad disease. They could be on their last legs.
Yeah, things. There's just certain circumstances. These things happen. It's unfortunate. At the very least, hopefully, they go very peacefully, and you at least try to make them as comfortable as possible, which I assume these agencies do with whatever means that they have, right?
Euthanasia is the most humane thing to do. That way they don't squirm in pain for the rest of their lives. PETA, on the other hand, euthanizes 64% of their dogs, 69% of their cats, and 67% of all animals in general that are held in their shelters. Think about this for a second.
The youth in Asia
somehow find a new home. The majority find themselves dead. Does that seem like an organization that likes animals to you? I mean, look at this. In 2014, they euthanized 96% of their cats.
Oh,
very
my
interesting,
God,
right? Especially
brother.
seeing that the founder of PETA has already expressed the fact that stray cats shouldn't exist. In other words, they should all be killed. I mean, I just find this so disgusting, but also so fascinating. PETA always likes to ignore the fact that humans and animals are fundamentally different, which is why we shouldn't eat them. Does that mean we should euthanize 69% of children that are currently in shelters waiting to be adopted by a family? I wonder what this failure of an organization would say. Oh wait, I actually know exactly what they would say.
I was gonna say, I don't want to know what they would say. I think we could skirt past that. I guess they have a statement. Let's hear them out.
One look at their social media in 2025, and the only thing you'll find is rage bait. That's what they still thrive on. They want views, they want relevancy at any cost, no matter how stupid they might look in the public's eyes. And it's that same exact philosophy that made them fuck around and find out when it came to one of the most loyal communities on the internet. And it resulted in them wiping the floor with PETA's pathetic ass. This all brings us back to...
You know what's really funny? I wonder... had this, because, and I'm telling you, this is absolutely an inappropriate time to bring it up, but I'm going to bring it up. This is the difference between Wuthering Waves and Uma Musume. Uma Musume is legitimately a cultural impact of a game. I'm just saying, had this not come to global, would this have made a bigger uproar? I don't know, because this is, it's in a position that Genshin was in 2020 without a pandemic. It was just pretty insane to say in 2025, but they are.
The game Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Available both on PC and mobile, it pretty much took over the world this year. In fact, if you were able to catch the Game Awards recently, then you would have seen that it actually won Best Mobile Game. The same company behind that very successful game that's generated billions of dollars to date is also behind its extremely successful anime series. All the horse girls in the anime and the game are actually based off their real-life counterparts. This was only possible to do after getting direct approval from each one of their owners. But that's not all, of course. They weren't just able to make an awesome game, some great anime, and respect the medium. Horse racing has been a dying sport for years now, and they were able to revitalize the entire industry.
It warms my heart to go look at a bunch of TikToks. I'll be scrolling through TikTok. My other account has pretty much nothing but Uma Musume on it. It's so funny to see all these girls and all these cosplayers go to race horses and racetracks dressed up as Uma girls. It is so funny, and I love seeing that. Shout out to them. If you are an Uma Musume cosplayer, I say shout out to you, especially you go to a horse track, supporting like the horses and all that, making sure that they have a better life. And they stay comfortable. Shout out to you guys. It is so cool to see.
Huge amount of young people that are now interested in it, thanks to the
Peter
game.
Be like, if you're an orphan,
anime.
you shouldn't.
In fact,
Oh,
the developer,
jeez.
Psy Games, wouldn't
You're
just
so
support
right,
horse
dude.
racing directly by sponsoring multiple events. They would also make it a point to support retired racehorses, making sure that they're not neglected and encouraging fans to donate to them. In fact, ever since Uma Musume Pretty Derby had come out in Japan and then eventually came out globally, the Retired Horse Association of Japan, who takes care of all retired racehorses, has seen a massive surge in donations.
I'll donate.
Look at this. They had created a
Can we donate to them? Can I donate? I'll try to figure it out.
Fundraiser back in October to create a memorial for multiple retired horses that have passed away recently, and they were able to raise 6.3 million yen out of their 10 million yen goal. Before Uma Musume, people didn't really care that much about retired horses. Now they do. Isn't that awesome? Now, with all this info in mind, and this is me barely scraping the surface, by the way, how much worse does this post from PETA actually sound now? Going after a developer and a game that has done more for horses than they could ever even conceive. I mean, what
it sounds so, dude. I didn't know how bad and how inhuman, dude. It's not even inhuman. I mean, it means the same thing, but I want this to have as much gravity as it can. It is unhuman what people. You legitimately have to be like a psychopath or something like that to do that to animals. Like it's filling up a dumpster that doesn't make you feel anything. Bro, if these people weren't doing it to animals, I feel like they would be doing it to other people. Like, legitimately, they have an outlet, and it's like, bro, you need to be off the streets. Because what if one day you don't find a cat? What are you going to find next? A person? Good Lord, brother.
Desperate cry for attention. The replies would, of course, immediately point this out, like this one that ratioed the original post by like 5 times, saying Uma Musume does more to the welfare of the horses it honors than misleading and self-serving posts like this do better or be quiet. I mean, not a single one of these 11,000 replies were positive. They were just shitting on PETA's entire existence.
Yeah.
The audacity for an organization that euthanizes 70% of its animals to talk about euthanasia is wild. Just so you know, this was a severe leg injury that Silent Suzuka experienced on the racetrack.
Yeah.
Once that happens to a horse, they are guaranteed to die a slow and painful death. Euthanasia here was actually, unlike PETA's shelters, humane. But they've lost the plot since 2003. Reasoning with them is
music again. I love when
but people decided to quote tweet them anyway because why not? They're clowns. They deserve it.
Yeah.
This person would say the irony is that Uma Musume itself is responsible for the increase of the Retired Horse Racing Association's donations in care for the animals. Just this year, between Versailles Farm, Northern Farm, and Nice Nature, which are 3 different horses, they raised over $1 million combined, spread purely by the fans' love of the horses. Here we can see a chart of Nice Nature's birthday donation trends, and as you can see, there is a massive uptick in donations after Uma Musume Pretty Derby had come out. I mean, it would go from 1,700,000 yen to 35 million after the game had come out. That's a multiplication of almost 35 times, and it kept rising higher and higher, reaching 74 million in 2024. But yeah, let's make a disgusting drawing.
I feel like that 2025 one is kind of lower just because the global didn't get it until like until mid 2025. I think it was, what was the release date? I think it was July, August. July. I think it was July.
Instead, criticizing the game instead of helping. I mean, PETA has no idea just how much Japanese people in general, including the voice actors.
Is that Red New? Shout out to Red New. Look, he's on screen.
Silent Suzuka herself hold respect.
Shout out to
for
Red
these
New. He's
voices.
really popped up since Uma Musume has
crying over Silent Suzuka's memory, wondering if she could properly convey the spirit of this legendary
I don't imagine
horse.
what they would.
Do PETA employees cry when they euthanize 70% of their animals for no reason? That's a rhetorical question. And then,
dude, if they disrespected Harurara, that there's no way. I don't even want to think about it.
Of course comes the very embarrassing community note that came in different languages. This is the Japanese one. It would say, this is hate speech. Might be a bit of a rough translation. Anyway, although the game Uma Musume Pretty Derby is in no way opposed to PETA's philosophy of establishing and defending animal rights, this post provokes those involved with the game. reference about PETA. So that link is meant to show you that PETA's philosophy is to stand against anyone opposed to animal rights. Cool. Then it goes on to say, this post violates the guidelines of Uma Musume Pretty Derby by denigrating the honor and rights of others, making it an antisocial post that does not follow the rules, like guidelines for derivative works of Uma Musume Pretty Derby. So here we get linked to the website of Uma Musume, outlining their terms of service for fan works. In a nutshell, you can create fan art, you can create fan merch, you can do all those
Dude, the Yakuza's coming.
Those things.
They're coming.
But they cannot be political, they cannot be sexual, and they sure as hell cannot be gory.
This is very this is completely random, but someone should read that political part.
Or disturbing. That's exactly what PETA was doing. And finally, the community note would say, provocative posts intended to attract attention also have an aspect of spam and therefore violate X's terms of service. This also would be echoed by the community note in English, saying Cygames guidelines strictly prohibit violent or grotesque depictions of Uma Musume characters to respect the real horses. Using the IP for political advocacy or commercial gain is a direct violation of their derivative work guidelines. So seeing this, Twitter was over.
I love this art. They repurposed this art, but it's really funny. It's like trainer, I got you a Valentine's gift. What is it? A pipe bomb. But they repurposed it for the PETA thing, which I'm okay about. But I remember this original artwork. It's really funny.
Begging Cygames to sue the ever living shit out of PETA, saying that there's approximately 5 different violations of Uma Musume community guidelines and actual grounds for a hefty lawsuit.
Yeah.
I think it was safe to say at this point that no one was siding with PETA. But we're not just talking about the English-speaking audience here. This travesty had reached Japan, and the damage to their image there became catastrophic.
I shouldn't even be surprised that
a Japanese politician by the name of Kurishita Zenko, who used to be a part of the Japanese Metropolitan Assembly, would catch wind of this, and he would have something to say. It would be in Japanese, so here's the translation. He'd say, PETA, the world's largest animal rights organization, has suddenly made the following post using illustrations from Uma Musume, sparking controversy. It already has a community note attached, stating it violates content guidelines, but we must recognize that just because it's a massive international organization doesn't necessarily mean it's fair, in reference to following the rules. He'd then reply to his own post, continuing, saying, PETA's incoherent accusations against Nintendo are still fresh in our memory. It almost feels like they're targeting Japanese content. Surely there are other things they should be doing to protect animals. He would continue further, referencing the article about...
Honestly, if a PETA member went out and just gave... What's up, Alma? If they just go out and gave a cat a piece of food, they would 100 times their contributions to pet society. And that's really sad to say. Just giving a cat food would be so much more than anything they've ever done.
The pet chihuahua we just saw earlier, saying thank you for the information.
I just joined.
I couldn't believe
Thanks,
my
Alma.
eyes.
Thank you. I appreciate
Not many
that.
people in Japan know what kind of organization PETA is, so we should take this opportunity to spread the word. See how much damage this did? Look, this philosophy of bad publicity is always good publicity? No. Japan was under the impression that PETA actually stood for animal rights. Now they're finding out what kind of organization they truly are. In other words, they fucked around and they found out. But the finding out part wasn't over just yet. That's because out of nowhere, the owner of the late Silent Suzuka would say, in a quote,
"Go to hell."
Straight up, "Go to hell, you shitty organization."
I'm sorry.
3 million views.
I'm sorry he had to see that, dude. That's gotta be so like, dude, that's gotta suck, brother. That was like, and like, I think even the jockey was so insanely, and I understand too, dude. He was so insanely heartbroken. I believe he was like, was it him or the rice shower? I don't know, but he was just heartbroken when this thing had to happen. Like, and I get it too, bro, because Silent Suzuka was a great horse.
75,000 likes. I mean, straight up full support for this guy, and he's totally right. Someone would reply to the owner's post saying, I remember Suzuka's fracture being a comminuted fracture where the broken bones didn't protrude out. Not an open fracture like in that organization's picture where the bone is visible from the outside. But was I wrong? The owner would say, that's right. In other words, PETA was straight up lying. That's not how the fracture looked. Am I surprised? No. Someone else would reply with, is this the group that was saying about Mario Kart's cow putting a nose ring on it as a symbol of livestock? This was in reference to what the politician had said earlier, that they had tried to go after...
And then, wait, I never actually saw this artwork. What is this? Hey, Nintendo, let cow race free, remove her nose ring? Really? That's what you care about? Really? It's not a style choice. It's a cruel tool used to control and hurt cows in the meat and dairy industries, which cause lasting pain and discomfort. Well, now it kind of, brings our discomfort because, girls with nose, you know what? That's not the point. Really? Do you really care that much? Whatever.
Nintendo for this market.
You guys are lame, bro. I don't know how else to say it. You guys are lame. You guys are a bunch of cornballs.
Mario Kart character. Like, how ridiculous is
Keep
this?
a cow looks
Their marketing campaign said, let cow race.
I do like it. I didn't, this is the first time I'll say I really like a nose ring piercing.
Free. Remove her nose ring. Like, surely there must be more important things to do.
Chat, 5-star, 5-star, 5-star.
The owner of the late silent Suzuka would quote tweet the tweet we just saw where he called Peter a shitty organization and say,
the resentful. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I got triggered by that 5-star music.
Like, surely there must be more important
Actually,
things
it's the
to
witch
do.
music. It's not even the 5-star
A few days
music.
later, the owner of the late silent Suzuka would quote tweet the tweet we just saw where he called PETA a shitty organization and say, the resentful voices from all over the world against that shit organization group are intense. Seriously, what the hell did they do to get hated this much? Lol. Well, the Japanese people are slowly finding out, aren't they? In fact, my favorite tweet in all...
Come here, kitty cat. Come here. Don't worry. I won't let those mean PETA people have you. Come here, kitty cat. Come here. My cat woke up.
This, okay, was this guy going back to that dog AI generated image of a fish being turned into sushi, quote tweeting it and saying, it's honestly hilarious how the obese fast food nation that's all about burgers is
Hey, you know what? I'll let it slide. I'll let him cook, bro. I'll let him cook. Go ahead.
picking Japanese sushi. PETA wasn't just ruining their reputation worldwide, they were also ruining the American reputation worldwide. Not that it was very good to begin with, but still, it's not like they need more negative shit. Overall, this whole thing was an absolute mess, and it only served to make it known that PETA is terrible. Now everyone is starting to get aware of this. This was one of the worst decisions the social media team of PETA could have taken. And now people are simply begging Cygames to sue the ever-living shit out of them. I usually try to stay neutral in my videos, but dude, even I'm hoping that happens, okay? I truly want to see that. That would be so cool. Anyway, thank you so much for watching until the end. If you're interested in the entire history of Uma Musume Pretty Derby and how it came to be, as well as how it helped to revitalize the entire horse racing industry, then make sure to check out the video I made about it a few months ago called The Chaotic History of the Horse Game That Took Over the World. And if you want to get a healthy alternative to an energy drink for this Christmas, then make sure to hit the Gamer Subs and use the code
Chat, use code. I don't have a code.
For 10% off your total order. It helps me directly, and I'm
Not
sure
yet.
you'll enjoy
Hopefully one
the
day,
product.
right?
Thank you so much again for watching the video platonically until the end, and I'll see you in the next one whenever that is. I love you so much.
You keep your grippers out like that, brother, and you keep your grippers out like that, and it's not gonna be platonic anymore. What does it say? PETA representative. We believe that all animals should be free. We give them their freedom by. Oh, Jesus. Muchin's always wild for the end of his videos. Chat. I came out knowing a lot more than I should have about PETA, and man, those employees, bro, I don't even know what to say. I feel like I need to take a lap after that. You know, I need to walk this one off. I don't know, Chad. That was just disgusting what I learned. But chat, just you know what? We just make fun of PETA at this point. Anyway, chat. Let me know guys feel, comment, like, subscribe. I'll catch you gamers in the next one. Bye. I'll probably upload this like right now. Like right now. Zenless Zone 0. We need to do what's next? Zenless Zone 0 2.5. And then we could probably go through these behind the scenes. This one's yesterday, 2 days ago. This was 3 days ago. Okay, cool. Because I need to do this. Luckily, this will probably be quicker just because I need to get this one out from for the Zenless Zone 0 2.5 teaser. When does 2.5 actually come out? Hi, mama. I know Banye is still on banner right now. Banye. Hi, kitty cat. Oh, little kitty cat. My cat wants to be pet. Cat, I pet you in the head like this. Boop. Hey, Bubba. Sorry, I'm gonna start this upload real fast. Where are my clips? Let me grab this. I'm gonna get vaccinated. I'm gonna get vaccinated, hopefully. I got autism. I can call in sick. Remember, drink milk. Or whatever they said in that PETA video. Dude, that part was so much funnier than it should have been. The what's it called? The whole thing with the milk. I couldn't stop laughing. Oh my gosh. That was so funny, bro. How Peanut turned on my nuts overnight. I think I have a Muujin video somewhere around here. Surely I have a Muujin video. When was the last time there was a Muujin video? Oh my god, don't tell me. Okay, God. I was gonna say, what was my last Muujin video? Was it the Cinder one where I had to react for 10 hours straight? Man, you know, sometimes I'm starting to think, you know, maybe not every drama needs to be reacted to, especially when it's 10 hours long. Like, oh my goodness. That was a long ass one. Let me play music, sorry. Bro, yo, people are thirsting for Mornya Wu posting something about her Twitter or something, who commented, "Ma'am, I've required private tutoring." Ma'am, please, really? Mornya? I guess. Not me though. I'm good. I don't like Monre. You know who I like? Bro, I really, really, really like what's her name? Lene. Oh dude, Lene is so fine and she's got huge honkers. I'm getting Lene. She's actually on the low, more popular than Lene. That's kinda alright. Fair enough, dude. Hey, fair enough, dude. Fair enough. More for me. Cause I like Lene. Lene's my favorite. Sorry, I'm making a thumbnail real fast, and then we can get into the Zenless one. Speaking of Lene, Wua released some info on her, and she likes FPS games. I saw that and was like, shut the hell up. Dude. Oh, so you're telling me they're starting to get a little bit parasocial. Yeah, there you go, dude. There you go. Let the parasocialism begin. They'll understand. They'll get it. Just give them some time. They'll understand. They'll know how to sell. Oh, from the rain. I'm telling you, dude, Wua will benefit from more. People don't believe me, but I'm telling you, Wuthering Waves will benefit from a little bit of parasocialism. Or don't do it and let your game never make $30 million in a month. That's fine. That's fine too. That's a weird choice, but you know what? Hey, I can't make you be successful. At this point, Josh, you caught me in a very anti Wuthering Waves time in my life. If they don't want to succeed, I can't make them. I've done all that I can for them. At this point, it's up to them. I can't. There's not much else I can really do for them. Lene's actual not combat trailer shows should be coming in about an hour. I don't think in an hour, in about probably 9 p.m. Because that's usually when all the drip marketing like releases. I believe like 9 p.m. That sounds about right. We're crashing out on Woo-Wah. All the homies hate Woo-Wah. Listen, I didn't do nothing to them. They did it themselves. Okay, we'll do this quick one. The Zelda Zone Zero teaser. We're gonna watch this because I haven't actually gone into any of the.
I never expected.
Okay, I thought this was gonna be like not in English, but I think it should all be voiced now. I hope so. That last one was super annoying. 2.4 was super annoying, unvoiced, not because all of it was unvoiced, but because it was sprinkled out the entire thing. It was like 1 or 2 lines in there. I couldn't really get like it would ruin your flow of watching the game. But I mean, it was okay. It was no, I think 2.3 was better than 2.4 in my honest opinion, like in story wise. I'm hoping 2.5 is the best though, because I think 2.5 should be the end of chapter 2. So let's watch. Let me pull this up. Let's get ready. Let's start recording. Chat. Gotcha stuff all over again. Anyways, chat. I have not actually covered 2.5, so I'm going to watch the teaser, and we're going to look through all the stuff that is going to happen. We're kind of watching the short version because I don't really want to go through the whole hour if it's been like a few days, right? But yeah, you could think, yeah, I know, Josh. I know what you mean, dude.
I never expected.
So here's the teaser.
You'd be the hardest to let go of.
I love Ye Shengguang, bro. Ye Shengguang is like one of my new favorite characters. There's a few characters that I really like that are like my new ones. Monato, definitely. Banyue is okay. I don't think he's one of my favorites. I think Banyue misses with me where Monato hits. Where Monato definitely hits more for me. So I like Banyue. I like Monato, Ye Shengguang. And from recent memory, I think that's about it, right? Just those two. Let's keep watching. Yes, Shengguang so freaking
is never walked alone. When fate shifts, shadow follows light. Blessing and curse.
Dude, look at her. She's so pretty. Dailin, sorry.
Leads to heaven, the next to the abyss.
I love her white hair form. It's so pretty.
Using the creator's power would be nothing short
it's
of
a Labubu!
Bunny with many burrows. The scales of victory are tipping our way. I call this move Bunny Slash Combo. Now, it's time to cause some trouble.
Chat, did you ever wonder what it would look like if Pippa was in the game? Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
If she's the light, then I'm her shadow. If she's the saint high above, then I'm the one crawling through the dirt.
New Eridu. Rejoice in the return of yokai.
Oh, jeez. That actually... that eye thing actually got me moving. I don't know why. Oh, is that... I heard about this. It's about they have golden blood or something. That's super cool.
Always be so heavy. I wonder how I'll be remembered in Eridu's history.
Our mission's done.
Dude.
The rest is up to you now, heroes.
Mayabi.
This is the fate I chose. Come with me to oblivion.
Dude, the Qing Ming sword.
Ride the wind. Free as the skies.
You know what? You know what the Qing Ming sword reminds me of? Oh God! People were telling me about this sword when it comes to Arc Knights. It's the sword that Chen Qiangyu was using or she was looking for it in a book. It's like an ancient sword that they told me about in Arc Knights, and in Arc Knights Enfield, it shows up in a quick part. It kind of looks like the Qing Ming sword. Kind of looks like that.
As the bond, soul as the vow. All blades
Oh,
become
that's
one.
sick. That's so
Measure
cool.
of steel slices the world through, carrying the fates of all endless eras, bound by the wishes of all living beings.
What? Dude, did you see the way the sky opens up?
Slices the world through, carrying the fates of all endless eras, bound by the wishes of all living beings.
Oh my god, bro. That is definitely a world cutting / holy shit.
I am all life. Love will be the end of me. But actually, it's not like that. Love is a miracle, a strength, a warm hand that pulls me back to the world when I'm falling into endless darkness.
Oh, you see, Weiss also has
you
golden blood.
for remembering me. I didn't realize we'd already made so many wonderful memories together.
No matter how imperfect this world is, it's still worth saving.
To be fuel for the night. I'm gonna cry. I know it. I already know it, chat. I legitimately, that's all I needed to see. This is gonna be a cinematic masterpiece. I could already tell. Chat, I'm gonna cry like a baby. Chat, join me on when this comes out. You'll see me crying, chat. I'm already calling it right here. So this is gonna be like the new stuff. I kind of prefer this one just because like a lot of the story isn't gonna be told in the preview. Even though I actually am caught up with Zenless Zone Zero. There's oh god, how do you say his name? Xinyuan. There he is. There's Ye Shengguang right here. And dude, why is his fit so fire? Do you see Weiss's fit? Chat, yeah, yes, Piccolo, we see the fit. Like, dude, look at this jacket. This jacket is Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, I apologize. That caught me off guard. New main chapter to be fuel for the night. Dude, what the hell? Okay, cool. Is this a new... Wait, is this free? Wait, how do you get this outfit? Is it free or do you have to pay for it? I would pay for this. I think I would pay for it. I imagine there's going to be like a $15 skin, right? Typically, all the skins are this much except for the Vivian skin, which I don't know if anyone else has gotten the Vivian skin. I ended up getting it myself. I didn't have to pay anything. I got it for free. There's just that much wishes you can get in this game, so it's fine. She's so pretty. I kind of figured this would be an outfit because they showed it in her last story where she was walking around in this. I imagined it would be an outfit. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. That's Jane Doe. That's a Jane Doe skin for free. For free? Say less. Oh, it's a swim outfit. Okay. Wow. That's very nice. Oh, okay. So here are the banners. We have Ye Shengguang with Xiao. Dude, she is so pretty. That's so crazy. It's crazy how pretty Ye Shengguang is. Oh, are these the outfit? Obtain the agent and raise. Okay, yeah, this is the trust, like the trust banner. I want to get this one. I haven't used the dating system in a long time. I might have to get back into it because it feels like I don't know why it feels like a burden now compared to how it used to be. And I know that the dating system is better, right? But it just feels like a lot more that you have to do. I kind of miss the whole, like, just sending a text, showing up, and just going. I don't know. No, Gunnar, I think the Jane Doe skin would look better without the skirt. I've heard people say that. You know, like, you know, that aside, I have heard that Jane Doe skin would look better without the skirt. And it's not like it would be crazy without the skirt either. Like, if we look at this skin, it is kind of crazy, actually. But I heard people make arguments that without the skirt... what is that on her skirt? The skirt has her knife. That's really funny. That's like her knife tail. Yes, Shangguang Zhao. Dude, she's so pretty. Ciao. Chat, it's a la boo boo. Sorry. Apologize. My bad. Sorry. Sorry. New W engines. Is that like a marble? That's kind of cool, actually. Huh. Defense and attack. Is this a new 5-star? For who? Wait, whose is this for? I guess we'll see. Actually, I'll probably say on banner. That's probably it. I probably have to see who's on banner. Bro, look at his little teeth. That's cute. I always love the bang boot. What's it called? His name is Sprout. Dude, he's got the actually. He got the actually teeth. That's so cute. I love him, bro. I love him. Look at his little bun. That's cute. He's got his own little Ching Ming sword. Dude, look at him. He ascended. Oh, that's badass. He's cute. Log in to get free polychrome. Oh, okay. Geez, 1,000 polychrome. And what else? What is that? Wait, what is that? 5 S rank? What is this S rank? Choose 1 of 9? That's not saying it's a free 5-star, is it? I don't... probably not. Maybe I'm just imagining things. Exclusive... The Astra Anby Astra and is actually guaranteed. No, Zhao is free. No, these right here. These over here. What is this banner over here? The S rank one over here. I don't know. Also, that's kind of cool. Maybe I could get Anby Prime because I don't want to use I want to stop using what's his face. Harubasa. Log in to claim a free Agent Chow. Look at her. He's a Labubu. Wait, she actually is a Labubu. What the hell? Wait, what? Wait, they took it to heart. It's actually a Labubu. Oh, here. Oh, it'll probably tell us right here. Version giveaway event. That's cool. Version special one. Film gore thank you event. During the event period, monochrome purchase of internet membership, cash items to receive commemorative ticket stubs, accumulate a certain amount of ticket stubs. Oh, okay. So this is a paid event. If you there's a paid event right now. If you get enough, you can just redeem. You could just straight up redeem one of these characters. Oh, wait. They actually have really good characters on here. Okay. I kind of want Qing Yi. I've let Qing Yi pass me by. She's actually a very, very good stunner. Ooh, I also kind of want Bernice. Wait, that's actually really, really cool. It's a paid event, but like you just straight up get a 5-star. Any one of these are your obviously in my opinion, I think the only ones that are worth it are gonna be Qing Yi and Bernice. But if you have say like Yidhari, I'd say Lycon is probably worth it, and Jane Doe if you don't have Alice. There we go. Wow. Okay. Huh. Okay, that's not terrible. You get the butt plug over here too. That's kind of funny. Here we go. Exclusive rescreening W engine reverberation. Choose your rate up a agent and the representative. W agent from Alice. 20% off first 10 pull and your selected is guaranteed as a first S rank signal. There's no 50-50 and the first 10 pull is 20% off. Chat, Zenless Zone Zero might just be that game. I don't know what to tell you, bro. It might just be that game. It really would. Like, this legitimately is probably Mahoyo's favorite best game. Like, without a doubt. I might get... dude, I would get Silver Enby. Enby Prime is the only one I don't have. Version giveaway event. What is this? Check in for additional 7 days to receive... Oh, yeah. Just, all new pin. Wait, what is this? Event starts after December 30th update. Check in to get just get a straight 10 pull. Okay, my God, what else can we do? I legitimately I don't know, chat. I don't know what else you could do. Free 10 Bupon, sure. A new enhancement system potential vision. Soldier 11, Grace, Bernice, Ellen, Soldier 0, Enby Prime. Proxies can redeem potential silhouettes. What? In the potential archive to gradually unlock these agents' potential? Oh, is this like buffs? Okay, jeez. That's cool. I like that. Oh, okay. Wow. What? That was kind of sick. New social system proxy outpost intel board. Proxies can establish and join outposts that they're interesting in at the proxy outpost. Post and accept commissions. Oh, okay, cool. Chat, this game legitimately might have too much content. It's kind of like the opposite of Wuthering Waves, you know what I mean? New mission, Booyan store. Oh, this is like events and stuff like that. Okay, cool. This is probably just events and stuff like that. Gotcha. Cool. New vision feature. New vision version. I can't read, chat. Stop making fun of me. A joint advance through the labyrinth system. Proxies can team up with different areas and divine damage. Okay, cool. New version event, Sword Seeking Chronicles. New version event, Sword Seeking. Wait, what is this? Oh, you get a free 4-star. Okay, cool. What the hell is... Dude, that is so cool. I need to get her. Luckily, I actually have guarantee for Ye Shengguang. Oh, the new Angels and Delusions. The new idols. The Super Idol this year. Sorry. Sorry. Super Idol this year. New version event. Wish filing station. Oh, this is like the... Is this the dailies one? I think so. Yeah, this is the dailies one. These stack, by the way. You don't have to like put them all in at once. I usually get these done before I even start the quest. Double bounties. Sure. Always good. Let's see. Advanced bounty. Can't forget about that. Ethereum crypto optimization. Oh, what's that? Wait, what is this? Wait, what is? Hold on. Ethereum battery function upgrade. Establishing one-click sweep for combat. Potential Victorian housekeeping rewards. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, that's pretty cool. System update function menu. I don't even know what this is, but sure. Drive disk substat optimization. Adds a drive disk substat target function. What? You can make substats now? Oh my fuck. This game is the greatest. Bro, like I don't even know what to tell you, bro. It's not our fault that our game is just better, bro. I don't know what to say. White water ballad, that's fine. Shining area is probably for the Labubu, I imagine. When ethereal damage when equipped or basic attack hits an enemy. Sure, and then this is white band physical damage. Yeah, that's for Yeshengguang. I mean, dude, I legitimately don't know what else to tell you. This game is it, bro. And these patches are just getting better. And this is, unfortunately, I get that this patch is probably super full because the next few patches are going to be not any content because this is the end of chapter 2. But, bro, if this is the end of chapter 2, I'm there. I'm going to be there for the end of chapter 2 because this has to be one of the most insane looking patches I've ever seen. Chat, let me know if you're going to play this as well. Chat, Zelda Zone Zero is the best MiHoYo game, and it's not even close. Anyways, chat, let me know how you guys feel. Comment, subscribe. I'll catch you gamers. The next one. Bye. Chat, I really have to piss. I'll be right back. I'm back. I've returned. I need to actually upload this. How long is Act 2, by the way? Can I knock that out now? Luna 1. Nod, Cry, Act 2 playthrough. 3 hours? Oh, maybe. Oh, wait, what is this? Chat room, let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys want me to get access to NTE? Chat, do you guys want me to get access to NTE? Let me get a hell yeah. Hell yeah. Chat, if you guys want to see the greatest gacha content creator of the modern age get access to NTE, let me get a hell yeah. Well then, if that is so, let me just make sure I get... Hell no, hell no. So let me just see this. Let me just make sure I get everything real fast. Okay. Okay.